Hello friends, this is Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video, I'm going to share information about a new PR pathway. What is this new PR pathway? I will share everything with you. Before that, I request, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration, news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. And if you like the video, share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. So without further delay, let's get started on today's video. So today's video is about a new PR pathway. New PR pathway for which will be coming soon. It has not been announced yet. It is coming soon and it is coming for temporary residents. So this is a new PR pathway which will be coming soon for temporary residents. Before I talk about this pathway, it is very important to look at the history first. So PR to PR pathway, it came in earlier also, right? So this pathway came on April 14th, 2021. So IRCC announced this pathway and it is called TR to PR pathway. This pathway came in April of 2021 and was closed on November 5th, 2021. One of the very good pathways, and this was a very successful program. Lot of people were able to take advantage of this. They were able to realize their dreams and get a PR under this program. And still there is a very high demand for a similar kind of program. So I would say that a lot of people were able to get their PR status through this kind of program, but there were some who missed. And why people missed the TR to PR pathway? Important question. Why people missed? So people missed. It is not that they do not have the experience. They had the required Canadian experience. The experience was there. But what was the reason? Why did they miss it? The main reason was because either there is shortage in their education or their IELTS score was not good. Some people are actually so much scared of the IELTS that they don't even go for IELTS test even once. So main two reasons, either lack of education or lack of IELTS. But experience was there, Canadian experience was there. The third reason which I could see is lack of awareness. Some people don't even know, oh okay, this kind of program came in, it came and gone. So people were not aware. And lastly, there were some people who were like, we'll do it today, we'll do it tomorrow, we'll do it. And in the meantime, the window got closed. So it is very important. You need to take action. Don't just sit there. If this kind of thing is announced, take a quick action. That's all. So these are the three reasons I can think of why people miss TR to PR pathway. Now, one important thing is there is a lot of demand for TR to PR. And the demand, the main reason, there is not one reason, there are not two reasons, there are a couple of reasons for this. So, one is that Canada is facing an extreme labor shortage. After the pandemic, this extreme labor shortage is definitely there. So, government recognizes this, industry recognizes this, they acknowledge this, yes, there is extreme labor shortage. So, on the top of it, a lot of people are retiring. A lot of workforce is retiring. And plus, Canada has again a low birth rate. So, large number of people are waiting to get their PR status. They are temporary resident, they are waiting to get their PR status. So there is a huge demand. Plus point system, and I always say, point system is so confusing. Sometimes people don't understand this. So they keep in circles and circles, they don't able to get through this point system. and their families are waiting back home in the home countries. They are not able to call their families. Work permit, they know work permit is a temporary status, it is not a permanent status. So, temporary foreign workers, they face a lot of challenges. What are the challenges they face? The first, they don't have access to settlement services. So somebody who is coming as a PR, he gets all the government support. Government provides settlement services so that they can settle in the community. So temporary foreign workers, on the other hand, they have to settle on their own. Not easy, right? Plus, they cannot take benefit of government policies and government benefits. So government from time to time announces policies for their permanent residents, for their citizens, but they cannot take benefit of it. Exploitation. Let's be honest. There is exploitation of temporary foreign workers. They are vulnerable and exploitation is there. So this exploitation is also one of the challenges. Another thing, the temporary foreign worker is always in a kind of a fear mode because they think that they will lose the status. So this is also a challenge for them. And most important, they are sitting here, say for example, people on the NOC C, they cannot call their, families from back home. NOC D, people who are on NOC code D, they cannot call their families. So they are sitting all alone. There is so much of emotional stress they have, and their families also face this emotional stress. So these are the challenges. Now, to address this, to address the demand and to meet these, there is a motion which came in. So a bill which has been brought forward. This motion is motion 44. It has 120 days timeline. It is a private bill. So it is a private bill which came in, and I am sharing this information from the government website, which is Our Commons. Our Commons is a website for like there is a lower house, there is an upper house. So lower house is called Commons, House of Commons. So House of Commons has this entire website, and this information I have taken from the same website, the government website, and I'll share the link with you in the description. Now, one question: who initiated this kind of motion? Who acknowledged and thought of it and brought this kind of bill? So this bill was brought by Randeep Sarai. He is MP from Surrey, British Columbia, BC, and you can see here May 11th, 2022, the decision was made and agreed. So this was passed, the decision was made and agreed, and this bill, although it was brought by Randeep Sarai, but this was seconded by Sonia Sidhu, Brampton MP. So that's how this bill was initiated and seconded and passed. Now, important thing, what are the highlights of this new program? So I am taking all my information again from the government website, which I'll share the link with you. So first thing is, because as I said, a lot of people were not able to make it to the TR to PR program because they had Canadian experience, but that was not given enough weightage. So what this bill says, give higher weightage to Canadian experience and give other things like education and IELTS a lower number. So that way, somebody who has spent time here in Canada, has an authentic, real Canadian experience, can qualify for this. So this is the first thing. Then they said, this bill says that government has data, government has information with them, and this data is available from a lot of programs. All they need to do is examine the data, analyze the data, and see what the data says. And they have data from TR to PR, they have data from Atlantic Immigration Program, And I have a video on Atlantic Immigration Program. You can check that video. And again, Rural and Northern Immigration Program, this is also a pilot program. I have a video on this. You can check this. Agri-Food Pilot, this was a pilot program and this is now made permanent also. So Agri-Food, I have also a video on this. You can check this. So PNP program. So again, all this information is already available with government. All you need to do is analyze, examine that information. Now, other highlights of this is that they are saying incorporating data of labor market and skill shortage. So there is, align it. You have to match it. What type of skill shortage? So if we today need agriculture workers, what is the point of calling something else? We need agriculture workers, call agriculture workers. We need nurses, call nurses. We need truck drivers, call truck drivers. Why you are calling other professions? This is what is alignment. What is the requirement? Call according to the requirement. So this is what the bill says. Bill also says, ways to increase geographical distribution of the population. So what is happening today? Everybody who is coming to Brampton, Mississauga, Toronto, these are the places they come. Or Vancouver, right? Or Edmonton or Calgary. So nobody want to go into other places. So this is bill says make programs so that there is an even distribution of people, right? Which encourages the immigrant to stay in the smaller communities. Identifying mechanisms for ensuring flexibility in immigration system, right? So Canadian immigration system, let's be honest, it is quite rigid. If you miss even by a single point, if you don't qualify by a single point, no way. So whatever is mentioned, you have to follow point by point. The flexibility is definitely missing. So that is what the bill is saying, make flexibility into your system. And lastly, it says special consideration should be given to sectors, occupations such as health services, caregivers, nurses, agricultural workers, manufacturing sector, trade and transportation, truck drivers. So these are the areas which this is pinpointing. Now, these are the highlights. And I've taken all this information from the government website. Now, you will ask, what is the name of this program? Nobody knows. Trust me, I don't know this. And this is fact. I don't know this and nobody knows this because it has not been announced yet. It will be announced, and when it will be announced, I'll share with you. So when is this program expected? Again, the date is not there available. What is available is the timeline, that 120 days. So if I calculate from that timeline, I can see that this kind of program will be coming in the last quarter of 2022. And you will have another question, what is the format? I don't know the format yet, and nobody knows the format. But one thing I can tell you, whatever the bill is and whatever I have read this, I can tell you it will be hopefully and comparatively easier and simpler. That's what I can tell you. It will be easy, it will be simple comparatively to other programs. So with that information, I am leaving you that once I have this more information, I'll come up and share as soon as this program will be announced. For now, if you need any other information related to any kind of Canadian visa or immigration program, you can reach out to our office, make an appointment, and our office is in Brampton. Email ID and phone numbers are shared here with you. And once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please subscribe so that we also get encouragement. Our team really feels encouraged when you subscribe. So thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.